In preparation for week 8, not this week, this is week 7, but for week 8, we're going to be combining the photograph you're taking this week, which is an outdoor photo, with the photograph you took last week, which is the indoor photograph. And so I took this photograph outdoors, and I was just sort of interested in having the pine cone floating in different spots. This isn't really the best image. I was maybe going to go to the beach, but I didn't get there. So, but you know, it's an outdoor image, and it is kind of along the idea of what I was after. Um, you know, took a hike out and just took a photo real quick. Here's the indoor image. This is the pine cone you remember from last week, and again, I just want to give you an idea of what we're doing. So what I did is I ended up making a mask out of the image. So I used the quick select tool like we did with the dog. It didn't select quite as well, and I've had to be working with the mask a little bit. And now I'm starting to do some color grading to try to match what is an indoor image with what is the outdoor image. So I want this pine cone to look like it's outdoors and not indoors. So I'm just going to turn on these layers so you can see this is a curves adjustment. It's not a big difference, but it adds a bit of contrast. Then I did a color gradient, which I felt was kind of added some color to it. It was not a ton. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I'll play around more. And then I added a little bit of hue saturation, which I think, if you'll notice, brings in a little bit of blue. So I was trying to get blue on one side and kind of more of a warmer color on the other side. So working on different sorts of contrasts. My point isn't really to talk too much about that aspect of it, but I do want this pine cone to kind of be like a floating element, as if it were like a spaceship flying around. I don't think it's really effective. I don't think it's really working quite well, but I really wanted it more above the like Mount Diablo or something, floating above it like a spaceship or something. Um, anyway, so I maybe need to take another image. So we'll talk about that next class. But anyway, that's kind of what I want you guys to be thinking about when you take your photographs. So just keep that in mind, and we'll talk more about this in week 8. I just want to give you an idea.